So, everybody.
Mr. Dahlstrom has taught us a lot about writing. It made writing a lot more fun for me, and I would like to continue writing even after I leave 8th grade.
This class is an adventure class, to be honest. Mr. Dahlstrom may look pretty mean, but he's a really cool teacher. He's funny, and it's quite an experience to be here.
I think Mr. Dahlstrom gave me a new perspective on writing because, again, I wasn't really into it before last year, but he helped me enjoy it a bit more as I went, and I think I'll carry that through my other years of school.
Mr. Dahlstrom, my mentor, he helps me think of ways that things would work together, so then I can't just make characters conflicting with each other, in their own heads too much, or make things not make sense.
What's so great about what's happening right now with these kids is, and why I teach this class, is they're not writing for the STAR test right now. They're not writing for a grade from me. Now I have to give them a grade, but grades are completely irrelevant in here. These kids are writing for themselves. They're writing because they love it. They're writing because they've discovered creativity. And creativity has this wonderful reward that when you create something, you step back and look at it, and it fills you up. It nourishes you. And so every single kid here, every single word they do is not to fulfill some requirement from Texas TEA, from some TEAC. They're doing it because they're seeing stories in their head, and every single story that's happening here has never been written before in the history of the world. Every single character is brand new. Every single story is brand new. And that higher level of creativity is what they're experiencing, and that's what drives them. That fire gets lit of, wow, I can't believe I can make something that's never happened before. And they make it, and then they see it come to life right before their eyes. And most kids never experience anything like that. They're flooded with content and content and content, and they're enjoying everybody else's creativity, and some of it not very good creativity, but they get to come in here and make their own stuff. And so I don't know if there's a higher level of learning than that, when you're driving yourself, not because you're being dangled a carrot that's a test score or some grade, or to make Mr. Dahlstrom happy. They're writing in here for themselves. They're loving that creativity, and that's just, I think, probably the highest level we can get to as educators, is getting kids to drive themselves because they love it. And that's what I'm chasing. I'm not saying it always happens, but that's what we're chasing in here. That's the gift of creativity.
Because Mr. Dahlstrom's an author himself, so he has a lot of experience and feedback to give us. He gives us feedback based on his experiences. You can't come up with an idea that works always right away. He helps us mold the idea, and then as we build up from it, he helps us.
Because they are a part of me, and they influence every aspect of every other thing I do.
It's definitely changed the way I see what I do, in the aspect that it's something that I continually work on. I'm aware that it doesn't just happen overnight. You can't just take your class and leave this class and leave published. And so it's something that I've worked on, and I know the steps and know where I have to go in order to be published and what needs to be done in order to get there. Just because this class, you not only learn how to plan out books, write books, but also the process that happens after you've completed something.
Oh, for 1 year.
Yeah, I never got it.
But she just did it, so go for it. There's a piece of chalk behind that picture of Nancy. Wow, what a moment.
I know, I'm so excited.
This is history. What's she gonna write?
Actually, no, hold on.
I got this idea when I was at college at Katy Conservatory, and we were doing a series of projects where we had to kind of go down this creative spiral to find, I suppose, the ultimate idea from everything that we had done from all those projects. And I wrote a short poem from all of that, and then later I was like, I really want to expand on this, and I really want to write a little bit more about it. And so I turned it into a 10-minute monologue, and I submitted to Brooklyn Publishers. It wasn't the first thing I've submitted. I've submitted a few things to them, and this one was the first one, though, that I actually got published. Mr. Dahlstrom played a very big role in everything that I've done creatively in writing since I've left the classroom, because just keeping that passion for writing and being able, the want to get to publish, the want to be able to do more with it. I've always loved writing and been very passionate about it, but getting to take Mr. Dahlstrom's class, I got to kind of have a little bit more like groundwork for, okay, this is how you do it, this is what you need to do, and it is possible to do it, and here's some tools to help you get started and keep going with that. And so I've always regarded this class very highly, and I think it's had an incredible impact on me and everything that I've been able to do since.